Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Bugün Split görevine başlıyoruz. Artık Split görevine başlama vakti gelmiştir diye düşünüyorum. Dal Bustra ile konuşmaya geldik.
How's it going? So, here's what I've learned from the Alliance of the Word about the reconnected systems. The outcasts and criminals seek safe haven with the free families, while the proud families organize under the High Patriarch Zyarth. The patriarchal court is quite aloof and too isolated to interfere. A lot of well-connected parties try to influence politics there, and as political outsiders, we won't stand a chance. The free families, however, are a messy bunch. Political structures here are quite obscure, but they also are not as established. Nevertheless, they are a formidable force and can turn the tide for the split. This is why we need to establish better connections there, to learn how to use the political situation for our benefit. It won't be easy. From what I've gathered, most Split are not particularly keen on working with outsiders. The most important event in recent Split history was the battle at the Fires of Defeat. With this decisive battle, the Zyarth Patriarchy subdued a coalition of free families. The Patriarchy has already established a court and their own police force within free family space. I'll take a ship to their trade station to learn more about the intricacies of their economy. Bozo will help me work through their data.
I must say, I am quite curious on what can be deduced from reading company registrations and financial movements.
With the reconnection of the gates, there are still some Split who are concluding their business here in order to return to their families and culture. In order to learn more about them, you should offer a ship as a means of transport. I have found one Split in particular who, I suspect, is well connected with either the free families or the patriarchy occupation there. He aroused some suspicion. Apparently, he makes the trip regularly under different names, so he could be some sort of smuggler who potentially has ties to the other side. You should help him out in order to learn more about him. Maybe befriend him in order to make him share his connections.
Be careful not to accidentally join his unlawful smuggling operation while transporting him.
That's all I have for you at the moment. He requests to be transported in an S-size ship. I'll update you on his position as soon as I know more.
Evet, daha fazla bilgi edinmek için Split arkadaşımızla konuşmamız gerekiyormuş. Tao denilen bir arkadaşımız. Bu arkadaşımızla konuşup Splitler hakkında, aileler hakkında bilgiler edineceğiz. Bakalım bize neler söyleyecek.
Hello. Wonderful. Split going to meet Ken. Right. Split can humor you with some stories. Ask. Patriarchal Split are traditional. Politics follow Tharuk's way. Zyarth, patriarch of all Split, unites all lesser patriarchs under his rule. The patriarch is a survivalist, always on the move. He made a name for himself fighting Xenon invaders. The Zyarth family was thriving in the outer reaches. Then Patriarch Ronkar failed to keep the empire together. Zyarth stepped in to prevent the great families from drifting apart. After the gate realignments, he had outlived all his former competitors. And now there is barely a Split alive who would remember another patriarch on the throne. Given how long he has to reign, do not expect him to be gone anytime soon.
By Bozo, don't question the future of what could be his government.
Any more questions? Outcasts, exiles, and cursed ones, such as the family Takir. It's more of a slum than an economy, really, but some pride themselves on being free from imperial rule. The disgraced family responsible for a reactor incident on a shipyard. We still remember our dead every anniversary. May they haunt that cursed family for all eternity. Some of the families do not want patriarchal laws in their realm. and local pirates are similarly reluctant to accept proper government.
So this guy bought into the patriarchal propaganda. Be careful. We don't want to alienate him.
Any more questions? The patriarchy grants all split, outcasts, exiles, and cursed ones a way out of the slums and back to civilization. But to reintegrate the free families back to split society, criminals must be weeded out. Ask! Oh yes, split civilization has long slave tradition. Split not look kindly upon weaklings, be it foreign creatures or own kin. You seem concerned about slaves' fate. Maybe you interested in some news? Argon slaves heard that their home world was reconnected. They grew insurgent, so patriarchy started pushing slave rights to calm them. Of course, that goes against free families. Argon Federation is demanding end to enslavement of Argon, but cannot go into every split household and take their slaves.
I will let that one slide, but just to remind you, your mission was to befriend him.
That's enough. Time to go now.
Irokanji.
Hello there.
Üç aile hakkında bize bir takım bilgiler verdi. Ailelerden bir tanesi bu tersane ile alakalı işler yapıyor. Bir diğeri ise mafyayı tarzı takılıyor. Bir diğeri ise de köle ticareti yapıyor. Tabi her aile arasında çatışmalar olduğu gibi de bu familya ailesiyle de içinde kendi aralarında çatışmalar var. Biz de bu çatışmalara birazcık parmak basacağız. Bakalım nasıl gelişecek.
This is sector security. Split scan now. What you have?
Have I not warned my assistant to not become an accomplice in an unlawful conveyance of goods?
It's rather odd to come across patriarchy police in this sector. Wait, let your passenger deal with this.
Captain.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Well, that was unexpected. Looks like our suspect was scouting newcomers for the Zyarth authorities. Connections to the Zyarth patriarchy won't get us anywhere. The contact he provided, however, definitely belongs to the free families. I have a possible location for her, but she won't be that easy to actually get hold of. Have a look at this. Recently, there have been a number of slaves who have escaped their former masters. This isn't the first instance of slave resistance since the gates opened. News of a strong Argon Federation elsewhere has inspired them with some hope. This lot, however, decided to take our split friend hostage. Doing her a favor could earn us the friend we need. Be aware that the patriarchy police are also looking for this ship.
Evet, şimdi gemimizdeki arkadaşımızın köle olduğunu öğrendik. Bu kaçırılan gemi ile birlikte köle yapılmış. O gemiyi bulmamız gerekiyor.
This vessel fits the type, but I am not sure if it is indeed the correct one. This one appears to have been abandoned. How strange. You should try to gain entry to it, so that we can extract more details from the ship's internal logs.
Irukanji.
Oh, dearie me, no. Apparently, this vessel was stopped and its crew taken during the invasion by the Patriarchy. This must all have happened before the gates were reconnected. It is clearly the wrong ship. So let us turn our attention to other possible locations for her whereabouts.
The others, right. I have a lot of bulk data, but can't pinpoint a possible location for our fugitives. Sending it over. This sort of riddle should make your senses tingle. Bozo will help you track them down so that you can negotiate the hostages' release.
How exciting! Dal has provided a considerable number of sensor data logs from ships that have traversed Free Family's sectors on their trade routes. Analyzing the logs and cross-referencing them with cargo records, I was able to identify several vessels worthy of further investigation. I will mark their positions on your map for you.
Evet, size daha önceki videolarda bahsettiğim gemi bu. Split görevine başladığınız zaman başında size bu gemi veriliyor. Yani çok kullanışlı, güzel ve güçlü bir gemi. Split gemilerinden en çok sevdiğim gemilerden bir tanesi diyebilirim. Yani oyunun başında verildiği için ilk başlarda hayran kalmıştım. Çok sağlam bir gemi. Şimdi biz bu gemiyi tamire götürelim. Daha sonrasında görevimize devam edelim. Artı bu gemiyi yükselteceğim. Evet, gemimizi tamir ettik ama tabii ki bu bölgeler Zenon istilasında olduğu için biraz tehlikeli olmuş. Şurayı görüyorsunuz. Telladin ticaret istasyonu neredeyse yok olmak üzere. Tabii ki bir şey olmaz. Ben isterim ki olsun, yok olsun burası. Şuradan böyle komple ele geçirsinler hemen hemen her yer. Ya zaten görevin sonunda patriarklarla muhtemelen anlaşacağız. Bakalım. Ondan sonra zaten bu sistem güçlenecektir. Daha sonrasında. Ben bu sistemi bilerek açmadım. Açmamamın sebebi ise de şu kısımları, şu üst kısımları bilerek açmadım. Açmamamın sebebi belli. Bu görevi yapmam. Bu görevi yapacağım için çok da fazla açma gereği duymadım. Oyunun arka planda çalışırken daha rahat çalışıyor.
This vessel appears to be a rock.
That's what you got off my sensor data?
Obscure readings can result in low levels of certainty.
Bu altımızdaki gemi de çok güçlü ama biraz kırılgan.
This vessel seems to fit the description provided by Dal rather well. Maybe you could try asking the pilot whether they recently escaped slavery aboard a Split station.
Oh, that'll go down well. Seriously though, just ask them where they're headed or something. This is your first and only warning. Do not approach any closer or we'll open fire.
They don't seem very welcoming.
He's carrying quite a weight on his shoulders with those other fugitives on board. We'll have to persuade him if we want to get our hostage.
Is that really necessary?
They only need to think that you're willing to kill. Oh, and try not to damage the crew quarters. Read that.
We cannot tolerate your actions. Stop your attack immediately.
Ceasefire. We're ready to negotiate. We're willing to give up the hostage. Dock at your ship to pick her up.
Docking not possible. Cobra. Callus.
Hello.
Cobra. Docking granted. Successfully docked.
Slave trader tree calling foreign vessel. Foreign vessel will release a split hostage immediately.
Docking granted.
The timing of that was rather suspicious.
Successfully docked.
Before you leave, you better have a little chat with that pilot. You may have made a friend after all.
Creature is welcomed aboard, slave trader tree. Split not found of outsiders meddling with split matters. Fugitive has been under surveillance. Contact has been made to negotiate hostages' freedom. Hostage situation was under control. This creature's reckless behavior endangers a split life. Nonetheless, this creature did try to rescue one of ours. So, pilot can make amends by attending funeral of split war hero. Pilot meet our ship at accelerator in heart of acrimony. Pilot also bring customary gift of caviar.
Uzay sineği havyarı. Evet, bizim elimizde bu havyarı oluşturabilmek için gerekli olan bütün materyaller vardı.
Some more data on her in the trade station's records. This was apparently a curb, a female advisor to male split decision makers. These curbs were originally set up by patriarch Gus de Guild to temper the worst excesses of male split's enthusiasm. She belongs to Tukur Tzink, a minor patriarch who trades in Argon slaves with the Zyrarth patriarchy. She was probably out here to clean up on the fugitive property mess, which caused a significant loss of face for her male counterpart. Not that family Tukur has much reputation to lose these days.
Buradan sonra size uzay sineği havyarı nasıl yapılır, nasıl üretilir onu göstereceğim. Tüccar köşesine gidiyorsunuz. Buradaki craft'ı olduğu yerde burada uzay sineği havyarı hediye olarak gözüküyor. Bunu üretmek için 25 tane uzay sineği yumurtası bulmanız gerekiyor. Bu arkadaşların biraz yeme içme işlemi ne bileyim garip. Şimdi aldık.
Callus.
Heart of Acrimony'ye geldik. Heart of Acrimony güzel bir sistemdir. O yüzden genelde ben buralarda diyemiyorum. Neden? Çünkü bu gemimde hiçbir kişi çalışmıyor. Doğru mu? Maalesef. En iyi mürettebatı terfi ettiriyorum.
Docking granted.
Hello.
Evet, arkadaşımıza uzay sineği havyarını teslim edelim.
Split accept offering. Guest may interact with others. Ceremony starts soon.
Split heard you tracked down rebels and released hostage. That reckless Split always find trouble. You track them down quick. Split have request for you. Might improve your reputation here. Local patriarch Noah DeHilp faces justice at Hall of Judgment. Accusation is withholding reparations for Zyrarth patriarchy. He says he is not wealthy enough for such demands. Says his financial records were stolen. Former business partners gave evidence showing many slaves bought from him. Punishment should not be applied without proper investigation, but others split not willing to take stand. As outsider, maybe you help with investigation.
This sounds like a way in for us. Let's do it.
Very well. Split wait for information to support release of Patriarch.
Guests will now honor fallen patriarch Gotipig. Gotipig took up arms to face Zyart tyranny. A witness will now speak of his bravery.
This split flew under Gotipig in the fires. Honorable fighters and transport took on Zyarth Armada. Big our new Gotipig know how to retreat. Attacking Rattlesnake belonging to Zyarth. Patriarch attacked turret head on. Split witnessed this.
War hero of free families, Patriarch gave life for Split freedom. All guests shall remember his name. All guests shall glorify his victories until greater deeds are done.
Let's see if we can help this patriarch and make him owe us a favor. He declared his own financial records as stolen, and I don't see any way for us to locate those. But we can review the claims of his business partners. The trading station ought to have records of those transactions, but I'll need Bozo's help to access those.
I have located a potential signal leak to double-check the former business partner's claims.
Şimdi bir istasyona gideceğiz. Bu istasyonda bir veri sızıntısı varmış. Ona bakacağız. Bakalım neler olacak.
Place a satellite next to it so I can remotely work on its decryption. Very good. Now let me set up the satellite to decrypt your signal scan. Please proceed with the scan. Oh dear me. The satellite network is going completely haywire. You need to repair it, or it might explode.
Docking aborted. Callus.
Perfect. I am tracing where the funds went now. Dal will look into the data to find out.
Okay, I'm looking through the company registrations. Found it! Bozo, it is absolutely imperative that you delete the data from the station immediately.
But won't they need that information for their financial records?
Not this particular transaction. I'll explain later. Let's get back to that funeral ship.
Entering system. Art of acrimony.
So, the slave traders claim to have bought slaves from their executed patriarch, which is sort of true. But the patriarch didn't see any of the money they paid. Instead, all of the money went to the funeral service. With the financial records from the court case, we hold some pretty damning evidence about the conspiracy. We need to get back to that accelerator and find out what they're hiding on the other side of it. I made it to the funeral on my own. I'll wait for you to get here.
Docking queued. Callisto, Vanguard.
You too late. You fail. Patriarch Noah Tehilp executed. No justice for him. Split should have hired better investigator.
Goodness gracious me.
How's it going? There's nothing we could have done for him. The Zyarth Patriarchy is on edge and rather overzealous in their attempts to bring order to the free families. We need to get on the inside. Literally. I'll concentrate on distracting the funeral attendees. Bozo will help you break into that coffin ship. And off you go through the accelerator. Don't worry. I've stocked up on various technical widgets you might need.
Well, an EMP bomb would probably be the most useful thing to help us gain initial access.
Right. I've got one here. They won't accept your ship being too close by during the procession. A spacesuit, however, might escape their notice. Bozo will help you scramble their sensors just to make sure. The service is about to begin. Get in a spacesuit.
You need to approach the funeral ship with great care.
Time to shine. Don't let me down.
Guests will now honor fallen patriarch Noah Tehilp. Noah Tehilp was slaughtered by Zyarth occupiers after unjust trial by false authorities.
Tuatara.
A witness will now speak of his bravery.
I have stories of his bravery.
Arcan visitor will remain quiet.
Please.
Quiet!
With all due
Spacesuit
respect,
EMP.
I came here to say goodbye to you. The bravery impressed my kids.
Please proceed with the scan. Ah, well, I suppose that turned out to be relatively easy in the end.
Thank you. First, I want to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Docking granted.
Impressive of you to give an outsider a voice
Tuatara.
so significant. I was quite young when I first heard of his bravery.
Docking granted.
I have terminated your connection to Dal for the moment to avoid suspicious communication signals and also alleviate your inevitable boredom. Good luck on your journey to the other side.
Entering Art of Acrimony. 1. The Boneyard.
I succeeded in using your transceiver to identify your location quite precisely before the accelerator closed. As a result, I have re-established communications. The closed accelerator seems to interfere with our teleportation technology.
I got out of there, finally. How are things on the other side? Any split ghosts haunting this place? Is it as dead as they tried to make us believe?
Look what we have here. Creature, you come with us.
Sounds like they got you. Right. You'll need to try and make yourself seem valuable to them to avoid the worst.
Evet arkadaşlar, görevin bu kısmında biz hapse giriyoruz. Şöyle oyunumuzu durduruyorum. Görevin kısmında burada biz hapse giriyoruz. Hapse girdiğimiz zaman Splitlerin eline düşüyoruz. Meğerse kapıdan geçtikten sonra ölüler yokmuş, hayaletler yokmuş. Devasa bir taşıyıcı gemi ve içinde bulundurduğu yüzlerce saldırı gemisi varmış. Patriarklar neler planlıyor? Neden böyle bir sistem geliştirdiler? Neden ölüleri bu tarafa yolluyorlar? Bu gemi neden ölüleri alıyor? Bir sonraki bölümde hepsi gelecek. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyorum. Kendinize çok çok iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere. Bye bye.